Hi, thank you for joining us today. Today we're looking at writings from one of our foundation authors, James Dillard Freeman. We've looked at several pieces of work by him, and James Dillard Freeman is known as the poet to the moon because his writings have been left on the moon twice. The first one was his writing of the prayer for protection, which all of us know and love. And the other one was on his writing, I Am There, another beautiful piece. Today, though, I want to look at his booklet, You Are the Master. And the reason I think this is so important today, I believe will become visible, meaningful right away. So join me as we look at this booklet, You Are the Master by James Dillard Freeman. It is easy to be optimistic when everything is going well, but when you are faced with difficult conditions, when you are in pain, or when you have failed and have lost a loved one, it is then that your resources are really put to the test. Do you have a goal you wish to reach? Do you have a need that is not easy to meet? Do you need health of body? Do you lack peace of mind? Do you seek financial success or artistic achievement? Do you want more love, more friends, more happiness? Do you have to overcome some personal shortcoming? To satisfy your need or reach your goal, you must assert your mastery. You master circumstance, or you are mastered by it. You control your moods and emotions, or you are controlled by them. It is, of course, one thing to tell yourself to assert your mastery, and another thing to do it. It is easy to shout from the sidelines, be brave, be firm, press forward. It is another matter when you must press through difficulties towards your goal. Then you must put forth the highest spiritual effort of which you are capable and continue to do so unceasingly, facing your fears and doubts, going forward in spite of pain, learning to focus all of your energy, physical, mental, and spiritual, on the attainment of your goal. Do you think that you have to do this by an act of will? No one ever became the master of his life by merely willing it to. You must make the decision that you are going to be the master. But this decision is only the first step. Then you must keep on taking steps. Trying to master yourself in your life by an act of will is like trying to pull yourself up a mountain by your thumbs. To assert your mastery, you must use all the faculties you have. You must put the whole man, body, mind, and spirit to work. The essential thing is that you assert your mastery in your heart. Any words, statement, thoughts, feelings, actions, or steps that you can take to do this are good. It helps to use such a statement as, Christ's dominion is mine. I am illumined, glorious, splendid, and free. Or, all power is given me in mind and body. I am the power and the mastery. Do not think of yourself as a slave of circumstance. Do not think of yourself as weak and inadequate, poor and unloved. Do not give power to old habits of thoughts by dwelling on them and acting as if they were true. If you feel yourself swept by self-pity or self-condemnation, set your mind to evaluating and understanding and appreciating yourself instead. When old habits or thoughts try to reassert themselves, face them and think them through. Question them. Challenge them. Start asserting the reasons why they are not true. Start finding reasons for your mastery. Practice prayer. Pray not only at regular intervals, such as immediately after waking and before falling asleep, but whenever doubt or fear about any condition arises, turn your mind and energy to the constructive tasks. Play the piano, work in a hobby, work in the garden. Sometimes you just helping someone in need. Keep building new reactions by doing new things. There are 1,001 things to be done. Find the things that you want to do. The old habits may rise up again and again. You must face them again and again. Do you want to achieve mastery? You must determine that you can achieve it. Do not doubt it. Believe that you can. Even if you cannot believe it, assert it and keep on asserting it. Keep on. This is the key to achievement. Keep on and keep keeping on. Find reasons for wanting to keep on. Find reasons for having to keep on. Everyone becomes discouraged. At times, it is nothing to lose heart over if you keep on. For if you keep on, you will take heart again. It is nothing to be fearful if you keep on. Your fear can even be a tool to guide you and drive you forward. Sometimes the very desperation of our plight makes us take action. When we find ourselves on the face of a cliff with nothing to do but climb or fall, we will exert energy we never dreamed we had just to get to the top. We may be content to stop halfway up, but we miss attaining mastery. That is probably one of the reasons why prayer sometimes works in urgent cases when it does not seem to work in what are apparently much easier matters. Faced by a desperate need, a man prays as he has never prayed before, and his prayer is answered. That is probably the reason why people with great handicaps so often achieve great goals in their life. So it is well to keep in mind when we seem to be having a hard time that there may be help in the very urgency of the need. Whatever the situation we find ourselves in, the important thing is the attitude that we take towards it. If we want victory, we must prepare for victory. Victories are not won by planning for defeat. When Cortez landed his handful of Spaniards in Mexico to conquer this powerful and populous Aztec empire, he burned his ships. He envisioned only victory. And despite hardship, despite setbacks, he achieved victory. We can accept failure and find all sorts of excuses for it. Or, come what may, we can push on, rise up, no matter how many times we fall down, and turn even failure into success. Whatever reasons we may find for doubting our ultimate successes, we must push forward. If only we push forward, we can hope to reach our goal. No one has ever set out to better himself or his life that has not heard the voice of despair cry, turn back, turn back. When things are hardest, that is when we must try hardest. If we suffer a setback, that is when we must press ahead. When we make a good struggle and win considerable confidence and strength, perhaps even feeling somewhat proud of our progress, and then some unlooked for blow falls, crushing us, that is a crucial moment. In such moments, we can give up or we can get up. We can give in to the old habits, thoughts, and admit defeat. or we can pull ourselves together, bind up our wounds, dust ourselves off, and keep on. To do that is to assert our mastery. We are like a man who has a mountain to climb. The path is not always an ascending one. Sometimes we might go down into deep valleys. Sometimes we might fight our way through fierce storms, but that is when we must decide who is the master, ourselves or our circumstances. When everything in us cries, turn back, that is when we must decide whether we or our fears are going to shape our destiny. When we are going to be driven about by every changing wind of circumstance, turned back by every looming cloud of fear, who are we? Or are we going to push forward in spite of difficulty, in spite of fear? Who do we become? Sooner or later, every person comes to a place where he must take a stand. If he decides that he will rise superior to circumstance, if he takes command of himself and seizes the reins of his own fate, from that moment on, he lives on a new level. He may have to struggle to maintain his command. The old ways of thoughts, the old habits and reactions may seek to reassert themselves, but he will find that his whole attitude towards life is changed. He will have new powers, new energy, new understanding, new love. He will have a sense of purpose in life. His life will broaden and deepen. His whole personality will expand. However hard he may have to struggle against the old ways of thought, he will have a peace of mind and joy in living beyond anything he ever knew. You too can take your stand now. The infinite potentialities of a Son of God is open before you. Before you lies fulfillment. Before you lies the joyous awareness of the truth about yourself. You can be free. Christ in you is the Lord of life. Through him, all power is given you in mind and in body. Take your stand, make your choice, assert your mastery as a spiritual being. You are the master. I hope you've enjoyed this reading as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Please like, comment, let us know what you'd like to see more of. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow for something completely different. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.